Ah, there we go. That's what was going on. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome to a fine Saturday evening, or whatever happens to be in your time zone. I literally arrived at my desk under 2 minutes before the before the 6 o'clock mark. My goodness. Thank goodness for automation. Welcome on in, Omega. Congrats on getting first. Welcome on in, Jazz. Welcome on in, anybody else who may have arrived here on a lurk. I'm sectoral leader Cody. We're going to be doing some Outbrk today. And actually, earlier, before I did my little step out, I tried the demo for nukes too. I still have to do control adaptation, but I actually found it easier to play on controller than on keyboard. So, we got that going on. Also, okay, I set mode to faceless and it still started up the VTuber software anyways. Not that you'd be able to see it. I could do this and you can save me for now. But when we start Outbrk, I'm going to have to hide my fella again because the optimization update isn't out yet for Outbrk. Not sure when they're going to bring it out. You know, they mention it. It sounds like it's the next major update, so it might still be a little bit. It's been 1 week since I've seen all of you. Oh my goodness. Once a week streaming. I'll have to get used to this here. But yeah, warm temperatures will be moving in sooner than later. So I'll be thanking myself later if summer actually performs as expected. Also, the reason I stepped out was to get last-minute food, so... Alrighty. I've made some changes. So, channel points here. You will notice that throw something is back. We have reverted the throws back to how they were previously. The throw-in software actually works with text input now. They released an update, so that should hopefully alleviate any other problems that may arise. I'm going to do a quick little test here. Throw random. Meh. Okay. I can't hear that, so I must have accidentally... Hold on. I must have accidentally turned off monitor and output for that. Yeah, looks like I did. Wait a minute. Oh, I swear, Windows, if you switch my default device on me one more freaking time, I'm going to find what sub-process is doing that and block its access. Headphones are my default device. Thank you very much. You guys got to hear that just fine, because it goes through, yeah, it works a little differently. There we go, now I can actually hear the throws, thanks. That is the second time that it decided to swap back. That is incredibly annoying. What part of default device does this operating system not understand? Okay, so it had nothing to do with monitor and output, it was just Windows being stupid. Again. Surprise, surprise. Okay. So, I'm gonna hide my dude now, and we're gonna get the Outbrk started up here. That be Outbrk right there. Oh, we're gonna have to wait for it to preload assets and all that good stuff. Fine, I'll have some food sustenance. I'm trying to eat away from the microphone though, because ASMR drives me nuts. I don't want to drive you guys nuts. Open in menu. Loading up the incorrect resolution. Getting past the standard disclaimers. Do not go and chase a storm out in real life, unless you are a trained professional. I'm tempted to stream me checking out nukes as well, but we might sneak something like that in. I'm actually a tad curious on if it's in the Twitch directory, so give that a bit of a check. I don't think the game layer is currently enabled yet, so you won't be able to hear the game. There we go. We'll do that. We'll send this over here. I'm going to swap the game source to Outbrk, and that should pop it up in... There we go. And the resolution should be just fine now. Nukes doesn't have a configurable resolution thing yet. You know, one thing at a time. Like, Nukes is still really early in development, so... Okay. Oh, the throwing software does not need to be up either. And also... I'm just gonna do that so that you guys... so that Twitch isn't showing off commands that won't do anything. I've got nice little quick ways to swap setups, available channel points, la-di-da-di-da. Anyways, let's start with the solo chase here. We're gonna do the usual solo chase. Outbreak's not responding, but that's just because it's doing its initial load up. There it is. Alright, what sort of craziness do we have in this atmosphere that is being initialized? Well, you guys want a snack and chat? I already have a feeling Hopfield is the place to be. Just based on where the storms are starting up. Alright. Now, what do we got for... Woo! Spicy! Spicy! If we get something firing up down here, oh my goodness. That is going to be something. Dew point of 25. Jeez. I don't think this is the prairies anymore. 29, dew point 23? The prairie region never gets humidity like that. But anyway, I still have a feeling Hopfield is going to be like one of the first places that we see this. So, we're going to bring ourselves over there. We're going to do a nice drive through the park, or blah blah blah, the grasslands. We're going to start by going the wrong way. That's how you chase storms most effectively. You're supposed to go the wrong way. Then you turn around, you go the correct way. And then the storm shows up. Oh, hold on. I like this cloud. I like the cloud structure that I'm seeing right now. Let's just get out of the vehicle here. Ooh, that looks nice. And you can see it. You can actually see where it's like hidden the hidden all the winds, and then it's just getting like blown over here. Really nice. Did they always have the little icon there to tell you how to access the wheel? Also, let's turn on the tornado warning notifications thing. One of these updates, I'm sure they're gonna have it on by default. Just like, why would you not want it on? We're gonna follow this road for a little while. We're going towards that beautiful shelf. My goodness. That is quite the shelf we have starting up. And quite the tower. Classic cumulonimbus with visibility rain sheets in front of it. I think that rain sheet layer is a little too high up. It should be like from the base down, not right from high up. But again, one step at a time, and for how early this game is in access, it is pretty solid. We've already got a tornado warning. Oh. We might need to change our plot just based on what's going on here. That's not going to last long. But because of where the southern part of the storm is, I think we're going to try to aim for here. The storm is not moving like super fast. Oh, it's moving a little fast. We actually might want to take a southbound over here and get ourselves prepared. You know, if I ever saw a power line that went like up to a point in this road with no residential areas being nearby and that just suddenly ended, I'd be like, does that even work anymore? Ah! There, that's one way to turn around. We're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna take our next available left. That does not involve going off the road. It's signs say go back inside. I found repetitively pressing the brake button seems to work a little better than just holding the reverse button. Now, let's get back up onto the road. We're not ditch watchers, we are supposed to be tornado chasers, not ditch chasers. I think that tornado is going to be a little jumpy. Okay, once we get to our target, we're going to give the map another look. We're going to take a look at velocity. Because I haven't even looked at velocity, I'm just looking at reflectivity and be like, ah. That must have been a weather statement because that's the only notification that I allow on my phone while I'm... The only notification that has sound is weather notifications while I'm streaming, so... And... Can we stop moving at 1 kilometer an hour, please? Thank you. There we go. Ah, yes. I can't see anything. Nice hail core. Whoa, okay. And where are you moving towards? You know what? If we can make down here, we're actually not going to get an intercept with where we currently are, so let's get moving. Just got out of a thunderstorm? Oh, heck yeah. We're still waiting for our first thunderstorm of the year. Apparently the area I'm in is just notorious for, like, the most boring weather. I'd like to nominate the area I live in for the most boring weather in North America. Ah, yes. That's some convenient power poles. By the way, this is sometimes a thing where you have, like, power line here and minor power line over here on both sides of the road. We've got areas up here that are like that. I find it redundant, but yeah, we got areas like that. Same here. Yeah, I just find it weird. Alright, let's do a little off-roading. There's not going to be any secret ditches now, is there? Hopefully not. I see that tornado. Hello there. Ooh. We got a dip in elevation over here. Oh my goodness. It's looking a little, that's looking a little intense. Okay, before we get too close to the hill here, first of all, we're going to turn that on. And it's going to get dark, so we're just going to turn that on too. Is it moving straight to... Oh, it's really far away. We only got a fair rate in on that. Ah, okay. I do think it's going to be moving a little further down. We're gonna go onto the highway here, get a little bit of a better view. That's probably gonna count as damage. I'm sorry, what did I crash into? Oh, I crashed into a misplaced road. That's cool. So the road's floating, apparently. And the collision is also floating. That's interesting. We'll stop here now. We're past that. Oh my goodness, this is almost like you take a picture of this and use it as a logo for Outbrk. What a photogenic tornado. It's still fair. It's still far away. This tornado's got nice curves, one may say. Yeah, we're gonna keep watch on it and see what direction it's going in. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna aim in a little north. Well, let's head a little north. Just a little. Because it could change direction too. Yeah, looking pretty slight, so. Here, we'll head to where the road sort of joins together here. There's a little line there. We'll head there. Ah, okay. Outbrk, welcome on in. Hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. And now suddenly it's going south. In fact, I sort of have a feeling it's aiming for where we placed our marker. I'm not going to head too far south because it might suddenly shift again. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone so far. It's been nice here. I sort of ran over to my setup and started with like 2 minutes. I don't recommend this precaution. Things usually go wrong when that happens too. The only scuff we've had so far is I forgot to unmute the pre-music layer, so there was awkward silence at the beginning of the stream. It's still heading further south. It's probably correcting itself so that center of cone. Hey tush. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like something Krista would say if she saw good curves on somebody. I can only see the debris signature right now. It's continuing to steer south. Watch it change to north because it's heading too far south. Hey, where's my wall cloud picture? Excuse me. Why can't I ever get wall cloud pictures anymore? Also, I think that tornado just dissipated. Which does not surprise me. Oh, wow. Okay. Wall cloud picture? Wall cloud picture. Also, I'm gonna back up. I don't want to be in this hail core that's approaching. I'd like to see what's approaching me. Keep getting tushed. As long as we don't get tushed by the storm. Ah. Don't even have much of a hook anymore. It might actually relocate down here. That rotation's a little inconsistent right now. Oh! Jeez! Altera! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for 5 months. Appreciate it. And also, welcome on in. I hope your time zone is going wonderful. We are just awaiting where the tornado will actually show up. Yeah, that tornado report is now expired. Now, where is this newly formed hook going? Sort of going, like... It's sort of not a hook anymore. Well, I can stick here for a little bit, I guess, but... I have a feeling I'm going to have to move further down if I want to actually get a good chase out of this. What are the winds? 67. We're not really getting any good tornado anymore out of this. Its notch is consistent, though. "90 kilometers an hour. There we go. We got some severe gusts here. Windy. Unfortunately, we can't take a picture of any of that. So yeah, I did mention, like I fixed the problem with the throwables. I guess won't be able to test it out because we're currently, I currently don't have my VTuber up. If we do, if I do show some of Nukes later on, though, if I do choose to do that, I can have my VTuber up while that is running, and Nukes is not very resource intensive, thank goodness. Very glad the optimization works well on it. I guess we're just traveling out of this. See, I still think there's a lot of improvements that can be made with the road layout here. Because I'm gonna have to like go down here, then I'm gonna have to go here, then I'm gonna have to go all the way back up here because of the road network coverage. We're still getting the tornado warning on this. Yeah, velocity still suggests that there's something there. Okay. I think we're just gonna head like... No, not there. There. We're gonna head there, which involves us going down to Westport. But we'll start with Westport, and then we're going to head east from there. We're gonna have to travel a little bit away. Far enough away we might actually get out of the rain entirely for a bit. Nice. That's the kind of corner cutting I wanna I wanna pull off. Hey, look, there's the tornado in question. Let's get a nice distant picture, especially with that cloud layer in front. That's actually sort of cool. Alright, now we have a more precise location of where it is. It is not where I thought it was. Whoa. That's a bookend vortex. Now it isn't. I don't know what that is. That was a bookend vortex for a bit. There's a cat at my door. Oh, you want in here? I can let you in. You want in? Oh, your spring's in here. That's what's going on. Here, let me bounce that out. Oh my goodness. The youngest cat batted a spring underneath the door. that's why she went running right at the door. I was like, what the heck?
Hello!
Yay, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Things have been pretty decent over here. Aside from the weather, I'd like to nominate the weather of this area for like the most boring weather in the region. Like, my goodness, we still haven't had one thunderstorm yet. Meanwhile, I'm watching these supercells. You know, in Tornado Alley right now, currently right in the middle of tornado season, so all sorts of stuff happening there. And it's completely unrelated to a bot getting destroyed. Oh, actually, oh my goodness! If I have the stream character set to faceless, what happens when I boot those? Either or. It's either or, that's what happens. I had to remind myself. Sometimes I don't remember what the heck I've assigned to things. Doing good? Just got my dinner? Oh, heck yeah. We just recently got, I recently got dinner just before arriving here. You can have my weather. Just had a few tornadoes and on-off thunderstorms. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I watched in a couple areas. 3 different tornadoes passed by in about in a lifespan of 2 hours or something like that. It was ridiculous. I also saw a tornado warning that went through St. Louis and Missouri, so that's not a very small place. So really hoping it didn't actually tear through. Maybe it was just like threatening to produce something, but you know, there's a bit of a signature on there. The hail core was nasty. I'm actually wondering if what would have done more damage, if the hail did more damage, or if the tornado, or if the theoretical tornado did more damage. Oh, our intercept point is not far from here. I wonder if the tornado's still up. Didn't have a touchdown in Texas from what you've seen for now. Hopefully it stays that way. Tornadoes cause a lot of damage. I'd still menacing weather over the boring weather we've had, but you know, I don't mind if the tornado part holds back. An area had 3 tornadoes within 30 minutes here. Jeez. Yeah, and when they get organized. Yeah, tornadoes get, if a series of tornadic cells, there's the tornado, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have taken the wrong way, now I have less time to set up for an intercept. Yeah, I find when they get into a line, that's when they get really organized and get some issues there. This is about to cross the road we're heading for, so we're not going to be able to intercept this. What I can do, though, it's moving fast. I don't like that either. I don't like chasing tornadoes that are fast. This tornado's going to relocate itself. It's not in a very good part of the hook. Oh yeah, velocity is... Really? It's moving that way? This is going to be difficult to chase because it's moving fast. I could try over here. Okay, it's far enough past so I can just keep going down here. And then we have to turn over here. I'm just going to keep an eye on the winds because I don't want to get caught up by an RFD, rear flank downdraft. And I don't want to get caught by intake winds. 102, we're going to stop. Okay, 90, we're good again. Oh! Well. Down streetlight. That poor streetlight never stood a chance. We're gonna head one more road down and then we're gonna proceed over there and hope that the tornado is not moving at a really fast speed. We won't be getting an intercept if that happens. Nice. That's a good corner cut. Yeah, yesterday there was a moderate zone in effect, so weather got a little spicy in some areas. Like, my goodness. Although slight areas, I saw there were quite a few tornadoes in the slight areas too. Okay, we're gonna go right in the middle here. Nope. Apparently not. Those barricades are so dumb. Why are they there? This road does not drop off. This road is not broken. Like, oh, why are they even there? Unfortunately, we did not send the sign flying to the sky like we did last time. It's fun running straight into them. Alright, tornado. This is probably not a very wise idea. Where are you moving? Okay. I'm gonna move over here. I'm just gonna set this up without reassessing where it's going. And hope that I actually get something. We're not gonna get something because it's not heading this way. It is continuing to steer south. Hooray, hooray. We're gonna set up near the intersection here. And hope that we have enough time to do so. I'm not losing much if we get caught up this time. Because this has sort of been a pain in the ass to... This is a good spot. And now we go. We're gonna back up. We're gonna do our classic backup to run away. We're going to respectfully give the tornado its distance. We need to give tornadoes their proper privacy. while they do their while they do their thing. There's the probe values. Get back onto the road. I'd like to back up effectively. Thank you. 96 over here. Oh, 126. Keep backing up. Keep backing up. Keep going. We're not in a safe zone while we've got 120 wins there. Okay, good. 7,900. Well, I'd say we got a pretty good intercept. That should be optimal. Yeah, we're going to head back towards, but we're going to be a little careful because we can't actually see where it is. I'm going to keep an eye on the wind values as we head back towards the probe. 93. We're just going to be a little cautious here. I'm going to slow down. Wow, oh, that wind signature on there. 82. 92. Ooh, 117. Nope. Nope. 132. Definitely nope. I think, don't want to be dealing with... That was probably an RFD. We're gonna wait here in these, oh, now it's 80. Okay. In these 80-kilometer-an-hour winds. And while we wait for this, I'm just going to, eat some of the food that I got here. Ah, nice, peaceful storm watching. Nice and peaceful in these 82-kilometer-an-hour winds. Very much. You haven't had food in a while. Not a bad idea. And grab a snack. Grab a snack, some hydration, all that good stuff. We are going to pick up our probe here. Yeah, optimal. Now we got something worth keeping, so we can't be too reckless. Also, it's continuing to go this direction. So, if we want another chase, or if we want another intercept, we'll want to go over here. Which might be a pain in the arse because of how this map is laid out. Can I just off-road the Prairie Hills? No, it looks like there's a lot of trees over there. That might be annoying. You know what? I want to off-road. No, maybe not towards the tornado. That's probably not a good idea. Actually, we probably shouldn't follow the path of the tornado too, because there's going to be downed trees all over the place. Here, let's go on a safari and crash into an invisible object that I don't see. I don't know what that was. Why do these bushes have collision? Riddle me this. Why do these bushes have collision? Like, if you disabled foliage, they surely what am I stuck on? What is this? It is an issue with collision. Yep. Okay, sorry. How was I supposed to predict that there was a hill of collision here? Wait, can I drive up it because of that? Okay, that's neat. That's neat. I love it when there's invisible collision. Maybe the tornado maybe the tornado ran over a piece of collision and threw it. We'll just say that's what happened. The tornado's so powerful, it ripped the collision off of the ground and threw it. Alright. Bit of an expensive warp. But now we're in Prairie Hills, and now we can't intercept this because of that invisible collision. So thank you, invisible collision. Oh, that's a pain. That part of the map is really annoying. We might just end this chase early then. Let me see what pictures I can get from here before we do so. That sort of screwed up our ability to intercept it. Whoa. Was that from a tornado? How is that structure still... What is that? That looks like a cat. What is this? Hold on. I'm gonna get closer to this. I need to see what this is. Oh my goodness, I think that is a cat. That's funny. Well, I think the tornado went through here. But hey, don't worry. These lights are still working, see? They are still working, right? They're not going to be stuck on red indefinitely. Okay. Maybe they're permanently stuck on red, but actually, I think that's a update they made at some point. Because I remember them still cycling through their colors, even when they were downed at some point. Well, it looks like they just stay red when they're down. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Alright. Green means go. Yes. Let's go. Right into the road. This is a signal for, It's a signal for rain. Alright, rain, stop. Well. What if the objects in here got, tossed around? Well, some of them got tossed around. I think the merchandise is immune to tornadoes, so that's some hefty merchandise. My goodness. It's all floating. Shelves or whatever they're on, they're gone. But the merchandise? Nope, perfectly fine. Wow. Alright, theoretically, where would this cell be anyway? Oh, you know what? We wouldn't have gotten anything for very long anyways. It got near the radar. Anything that gets near the radar mysteriously stops producing tornadoes, so. Alrighty. I do hope in the future they will add... Well, here's where one of the shelves went. Or one of the fridges, I should say. I do hope in the future they will add like value for taking pictures of tornado damage. Because I know up here, and probably down in the US too, up here, the Northern Tornadoes Project handles a lot of the damage assessment for tornadoes and such. And pictures of damage is really valuable. It's used in determining how severe the winds are. It could be like, a few roof tiles were were torn off or something like that, which would probably be like an EF0. If it just went through a farmer's field, well, they wouldn't be able to really evaluate anything beyond that if it didn't hit anything, so that'd probably still be an EF0. But when you start getting structures that have suffered notable damage, sort of like this, except this structure would definitely collapse if those pieces were missing. EF3 or an EF4, something like that. If a building is ripped off its foundation, that is an EF5. Did it even pass over the gas station? I don't think it did. Well, either way, wow. Bear with me. I'm gonna occasionally just be, catching up on some food here. But once I'm all caught up on that, we will be right into the action. Here, let's go to the summary while we wait here. We'll go over the summary of the chase. So, we almost hit 300 kilometers an hour with the probe that we placed down. Winds of 299 kilometers an hour. Wow. That's pretty crazy. My goodness. We earned over 9,000. What, 9,000? Yes, exactly. Alright, we got the 1 minute heads up for ads. So I'll be sure not to start up another chase until the ads are over. Imagine that, the ads actually timing themselves nicely. I've actually seen it happen a few times this week. Impressive. When I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, the ads never time themselves right. They wait until they wait until a important cutscene, and then they're like, "Hey, we're gonna interrupt your viewing experience." By the way, in terms of Final Fantasy XIV, we'll probably still have the odd Final Fantasy XIV stream over the postseason. Perhaps. I don't have anything actually written down on that. But perhaps. But there are some other things happening, like Mario Kart World coming out is a pretty big one. But that's going to be distracting me. Fantasy Life is coming out in less than a week. That's going to be distracting me. I think Fantasy Life, yeah, it's got to be available, be able to be played online. Why would they multi-platform otherwise? It's actually multi-platform. That's actually one of the main reasons why the new Fantasy Life got delayed so heavily. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna have amazing feature. It's gonna have the neat features that Street Pass had, and Spot Pass. I miss Spot Pass, honestly. I think that was actually a really good thing that should have been carried over to the Switch. And why shouldn't it be carried over to the Switch? Seriously? That one's... I understand Street Pass. Yeah, that's a longer range NFC, essentially. Near field communication. When a 3DS gets near another, then they exchange data. It's like, hey, you passed this person. La-di-da-di-da, you know. But Spot Pass? That's, like, done over the internet. It's like, what? Wait. That was also one of my favorite features with how Bravely Default and Bravely Second implemented it. I found the idea of, like, sending each other your specials. So in a lot of cases, people doing ridiculous amounts of damage. What the heck? Oh, sorry, voice meter just bugged out in the background. I don't know what the heck that was about. I don't think it affected the audio much. Or maybe it did? I don't know. Oh, no it didn't. It didn't. Okay, good. OBS is just, I think it's in resource saving mode right now or something like that, because Outbrk uses up a lot of... Oh yeah, we got some struggling here. What just started up? Did something start up? System unprocessed. That's just the stream recording right into the folder. Firebot. Ooh, it might be that. No, not really. Not really. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's me being on the menu for too long. It's me being on the menu too long. Welcome back from ads, everybody. We're gonna load up another map here because the menu uses more resources than the actual game. I'm just gonna try to hastily finish up my food while we load up here. Load in weather. Can we load some weather over here? I want to see some thunderstorms. Oh! Well, that's already a very interesting formation we got going on there. And where should we be for that? We should be here. This storm is going with the wind. Well, let's back ourselves up. We're going to have to head south on the highway here. And we're going to have to do that right away because, yeah, we've already got some action going on here. Watch Hopfield get hit later. Over 50% of the scenarios involve a tornado running over Hopfield. You think maybe it's in the middle of Tornado Alley? That might be. Like I said, considering some of the storm behaviors I saw yesterday over the radar, it really would not surprise me. Middle of Tornado Alley, and you're just in this unlucky area where, for some reason, tornadoes really love to just pass frequently. Was that a person? Oh, was that a static person? No, that was not a static person, I think. Oh, no, that was just one of those backs of the truck. Okay. Wait, did they update the shadow? Hold in camera. Camera sometimes clips, but again, fine details. The fine details. We don't worry about the fine details here. There's actually a lot of overhauling that they're doing for the next update. Like, I believe they're going to be upgrading some of the visuals as well while they're optimizing the game. So it's going to perform better and look better, which sounds fantastic to me. Especially if it gets optimized enough that I can have the sectoral leader here chill with you guys. Because if I can have the sectoral leader up, then I should maybe be able to have the throw-in software up. We'll see how that one performs side by side. I've got a good GPU, but also I have 4 monitors, so yeah, one for the other. I also have a few virtual machines running, but they do not use very much GPU. They more use the RAM, which I haven't really had an issue with the RAM. Also, if you guys are wondering where the heck the archive is a couple streams behind. I got the 12-hour the over 12-hour stream finale rendered and such. I just don't have the thumbnail put together. And the other one, the Final Fantasy XIV one, I've still got to put together a thumbnail for that one too. Once I have that together, I should be getting it uploaded. I'd like to get that done sometime next week, so hopefully before then. Wait, how much further south am I sending it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we started almost on the northern side of the map here, so let's keep going. There's no tornado warnings anyway. There's not even a severe thunderstorm warning yet, which is a little weird. There is a possible hook echo, though. I do see that hook echo. We might be heading further south than what that target, what the pin that I set down is going to lead us. Oh, also, let's do that. Let's do that. Yes, let's minus the wipers even though they're already off. I love that door lock is a thing. Oh, you know what? I know what that's for. That's to block people from getting into your vehicle in multiplayer. Because the passenger princess, as they state it, or I guess prince/princess, depending on your gender and all that good stuff. But okay, well, my marker was a little off the road, and also I'm gonna back up a little because I don't like having a giant hill in the way. But yeah, you can have passengers in your vehicle. Like that is a pretty cool update. So you can actually have a storm chasing team with you, which is amazing. Okay, how's the rotation on this? Yeah, we got some focused rotation over here. It's a little, like, messy over here, but I can see that focused area. Okay, it's a warning. The severe part must have entered the map then. And we just got an update, and I can hardly see the rotation. Actually, it's shifting towards here. Which makes sense. So based off of that, we are going to be dealing with it roughly around here. We're going to move down there, and if it continues its vector without deciding to change its mind, we should be golden for an intercept. We can watch the thunderstorm approach together. What a nice clear sky. If you see if you are due for a severe weather event, and it is sunny out, it is not a good thing. If you don't like intense weather, it's not a good thing. The sun beating on the ground gives surface heat in, which gives fuel for the storm. So, nice and sunny out? Well, that is a keep your guard up kind of thing. Especially if it's sunny and muggy out, because a good dew point is also... that also supports thunderstorms. Severe ones in particular. Classic terminology known as calm before the storm. Now, while we wait here, I'm just going to mute myself for a brief moment here and finish off my food, and you'll hear me in about a minute and a bit, something like that. Hello, I have done my food. That's right, Done is my first name, my is my middle name, and food is my last name. Okay. If you haven't hydrated in a while, then now is a great time to get some hydration in. Nice lightning strike. Wall cloud? Wait, do wall clouds even happen in this game anymore? Seriously, it's been like... we've been through how many chases now where there's been no wall clouds to take a picture of. Even though we've had formations here, like this could be a wall cloud. The way it's behaving seems to suggest so. So you're getting a little low there. Or how about this forming here? Actually, that doesn't look as low, so maybe not. This is looking a little low. Ooh. Okay, so when's the tornado warning getting issued? Nice rotation signature there. Okay, antenna is on. I just had to check. I keep pressing escape to leave the vehicle. Where's my wall cloud picture? I want my wall cloud picture. It's been too long. Remember, don't stand on the weather station. It might kick you off and give you fall damage. Mobile weather equipment can be very sassy in this game. Getting closer. The rotation's looking a little broad though right now. Oh, well now I'm allowed to stand on it. Yeah, okay, it hasn't got... Ah, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's a little sassy. Don't do that. Okay. Still no wall cloud. Why is there still no wall cloud? It's getting closer! It's still not very focused. Might get one in here. It's not gonna last long though, just based on where it is. You know what I hope they add in the future? Straight line winds. Those are pretty scary to deal with. They're not chaseable, so I guess you could say like they're an obstacle to your chasing. What are these winds? 77. Oh, we got some hail starting to fall. Lovely. And the rotation is now right by us here, but nothing is happening. Also, is this continuing to go... Okay. We might go for an intercept over here then. Because it doesn't seem to be producing anything here. Let's go off-roading and try not to get stuck in a ditch. We got a little bit of a drop here. No secret ditches? That would be fantastic if there was no secret ditches. Can I get the broken window achievement? Okay, I'm gonna drive up here just because there's a massive hail core heading towards here. And see if we can get the smash window achievement. I don't think we are, but you never know. We're getting some bad visibility. That's what we're getting. Okay. We're gonna head down here, and I don't know, I think we're just gonna try to cut the road. Probably What if it produces a tornado? Well, so far it isn't. So I guess we'll see. We're at this intersection here. We're gonna head on out. There might be a secret ditch here, so... Yep, secret ditch. Not a ditch that traps us, thankfully. We're gonna do a little off-roading in heavy hail. Probably not a good idea to actually do. I wonder if I'm moving at the same speed as the storm right now. Well, if we are, we're going to be around this hail core for a little while. Ooh, that hail core just got even more intense down there. We've actually got to steer ourselves down this way more. Well, we've only gotten a little bit of hail damage so far. Probably because we're heading the same direction the wind is coming from. The storm is still not tornado warned, so... Oh, that would be why it's not tornado warned. That looks like hail-induced rotation. If any rotation forms down here, we could get something out of it. Ooh, the hail's getting big over here. Visibility is getting really bad. Hold on, I really feel like if we can stick in the big hail core here, we might be able to get enough hail damage to get broken window achievement. Oy, 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 oy. Also, we just got a tornado warning issue down over here, which is far away from where we are. That is neat. Ah, yes, thank you for turning back on the visibility switch. I appreciate it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna run through the hail core again. I really feel like we're like close to getting it. Come on, hail core. Let's go. I want the broken window achievement. Oh, jeez. What is a road anyways? I don't know. Can't see it. Road is equal to cloud. Okay, one more run through. Anyway, I really have to do this for the shattered window achievement. Oh, we're just not getting hail now. Alright. Hail core must have moved past this road. I'm gonna slow down here so that I can, So, apparently the tornado is here and heading towards roughly here. So we're gonna take a right on this road here. And we're gonna head southbound, and that should be a good intercept point. And, hey, maybe we'll encounter the hail core again here. It looks like it's weakening. And then I will still not be able to get the broken window achievement. Nice lightning strike. Yeah, we got winds of 65 over here. 73. Yeah, they're getting more intense. Hopefully not because we're in a bad part of a storm. Alright, now we're just gonna halt briefly here because the visibility's looking... Ooh, visibility's looking good. The tornado's looking good too. It's way down there? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna get a chase out of that. Look at that spicy environment it's going into. Unfortunately, the road network we have to take to get there is going to be a little annoying. So, we're going to have to get started as soon as we can here. And hopefully not go off the road several times. Ah, more hail. Hey, if I can get the broken window achievement, I'm cool with that. Whoa, the game just suddenly started running really smoothly for a moment there. I don't know what the heck that was. And here we go, traveling the road. Okay, I might just off-road here. And hope that I don't run into a invisible piece of collision like we did last time when we went off-roading. I guess don't go off-roading in the forest. I'm still a touch curious on if that was a collision that got misplaced. It might have just also been a bizarre collision around a bush, I guess. I mean, why does that bush get to have its own collision? Okay. We are driving through more hail, so that's fortunate. That was a pretty good sized hail core, actually, so. And then we're gonna travel south through the hail core again. Hey, we made the hill. Okay, good. Alright, southward. Is it really going to target the gas station? I have no idea what I hit there. We got hail-induced rotation. And... okay. We could fuel here. Yeah, bloody screen, woohoo. And don't even know what it was from. There was nothing I hit. So that was interesting. Alright, where is this now? That's not heading straight for where we are, is it? Okay, good. That was weird. Why did the fuel gauge disappear? Why did it stop fueling on its own? Major Fine, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. We are waiting for fuel, and then we're going to continue our chase. Hopefully it'll actually be where we have it. So let's see here. I'm glad you're having a great time zone. So far, things are going pretty good over here. Pretty nice day, pretty nice temperatures. Don't have the amazing thunderstorms up here that are in Outbrk here, but one can wish. One can wish. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That has already passed the road that we wanted to stop on. Love playing Tornado Chaser games to play some Roblox. Oh, heck yeah. Always fun. Woo, we're, that lag, I'm seeing that lag too, so don't worry about that. It's probably the hail falling at the same time as the tornado here, so... Okay, so we did miss our mark a little, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and intercept on this road here, and hope that it's not going too fast for us. I'm gonna keep an eye on our winds here too, so we don't get caught up in a rear flank downflow. That would be unpleasant. 23. It doesn't look like the winds are going to be too problematic. We'll bring ourselves south here. I also want to get the achievement for breaking window, but my goodness, it takes a lot of hail damage to actually have that happen. I only play Roaring Skies because it runs great on a mobile phone. I want to play Twisted. Yeah, I've heard of Twisted. And even Helicity, but it doesn't run well due to the realistic graphics. Yeah, this game is also very resource demanding. I actually normally have a VTuber over in the corner here too, but this game demands a lot of resources, so for the sake of that, wow, that is gorgeous. I'm just gonna take a moment to get a picture of that. We've still got 76 seconds before we can report it again. My goodness. Yeah. It seems a lot of games involved in weather tend to be resource heavy. Although Outbrk here, it's just because they're working with technology that's pretty new to them. Volumetric clouds, in particular, is a technology that's... It takes a little bit of learning to optimize that. Ooh, what's going on with these houses? They're really low res. What is... Oh, there we go. There we go. They should render in a little sooner than that. I only got into playing Twisted once for a minute and then it cut off. Ah, jeez. Yeah, there's only so much you could do with limited resources. Especially if you're trying to play it on mobile. Mobile doesn't have as many resources as PC, so yeah, that can be pretty rough. Well, we're passing through Bridgetown. I don't pass through here as much as I do, like, Hopfield and those other portions of the map here. We don't really need the wipers on right now, but I have them on. Whoop. Don't want to get too close to the sign. Oh, wow, I think it's roping out. That roped out quickly. We'll try to go to our chase location just in case it picks up again, but I may have to reassess where we're going to intercept. Oh, I was going to intercept over here. Oh, it's already crossing there. And it's gone. Alright, that's probably... Oh, yep. That would be why it's gone. It's gonna pick up again. It might pick up over here. We got a good notch over here. Car window has a lot of damage. Lots of hail damage, yeah. I was trying to accumulate enough for the window to break, but that seems... Honestly, that might be the last achievement I get in Outbrk at the rate we're going with that. You do get an achievement for having a window break from hail damage. The windshield repair bill is going to be much of it. Yeah, probably is. Which is why it would be worth it if I could actually get the window break achievement. Okay, the tornado may have lifted, but we got something going on over here. The rotation's not focused right now, but it could refocus. So we're going to get to our new intercept point here. The game is periodically running really smoothly, which is a little weird. But it might just be because of all the lag that was happening earlier with the hail and the tornado, and now the resources can actually breathe, so... Let's get to that next intercept point. Maybe get caught up in another hail core. We've already taken this much windshield damage, we may as well see if we can try to get the achievement. Honestly, I think the most difficult achievements are going to be pictures of a wall cloud, because wall clouds never seem to appear anymore, and the window break. Oh, look at that. It did respawn. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to get a picture of a funnel, but it looks like it decided to touch down before I could do that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna change the marker here. This might be a little too close. I might not be able to actually do this. Oh yeah, it's back. And I'm not going to have much time to get to the intercept point here, so hopefully it's not moving too fast. I already don't like how close it's getting to the next rural block here, so we'll have to see how much time we've got. That's not exactly where I was expecting it to re-emerge, but that is where the rotation signature got strongest, so I guess we'll go with it. Okay, get to where the target is, and we're just going to make sure that it's actually moving towards before we place the probe down. Although I have a feeling we're already moving too far. Yes, we are. How did I know? Also, it changed direction. Nope. Still moving south. Okay. We're gonna head to the next intersection here. And hopefully I don't have to abort the intercept. Oh, come on! Don't tell me to move another pixel. And it's roping out again. Back up! While there's debris on the ground, it is still a tornado, and it can still get rid of us. So we're still backing up. Good thing we did. Don't worry about the sign. We're good. Good thing we backed out of that. And actually, we placed a probe close enough to get something. So you know what? That's fine. Did it just dissipate on top of the probe? Or did it just become difficult to see? No, it dissipated near the probe. Alright. Wow, there's not even any remaining winds from it. It just disappeared along with its winds. Well, we got something out of that. Okay, let's take a look here. I don't see any focuses, so I'm not sure if we're going to get something else again here. I still think this area, if we can get some rotation focused on here, could produce something that's... We can line ourselves just in case. I don't have a high confidence in something actually being produced there, so... Well, let's see what we can get. Oh, are we going to drive through any hail cores? May switch this to reflectivity so I can just glance over here. Nope. We are not heading towards any hail cores, but there are some really good hail cores in there. If we do run out of tornadoes to chase, I'm going to try to chase a hail core. At least the insurance in this game is understanding when you intentionally chase a hail core. Not sure what the IRL insurance companies would say. They'd probably say no. Well, scenario's ending. Alright, let's drive into a hail core. Driving north on this road should have us encounter some of it. I'll pay for the missing fuel. Alright, let's see if I can get the window brake. Give me the window brake. That's the whole reason why I'm going through these. This corn here used to cause some problems. It used to cause crashes and other issues. They fixed that. That was pretty high up on the priority list. Hail core? Oh, I missed it. Alright, let's go chase it then. Not really much of a hail core. We might not even be in it for long enough for the hail to actually fall. Oh, we'll just head towards this fuel station then. Ah, a fuel station. In the middle of nowhere. Yes, there are. I mean, heck, there's such things up here out here in the prairies. Let me do that. Exit the vehicle. And you know, if there was a storm actively utilizing all the energy here, this would intensify quite a bit. I'm sure of it. Mind you, you've got MLK here, but also convective inhibition or SIN. That is something that caps storms. So if you have like something amazing like this, but you have inhibition on top of it, well, it'll prevent the clouds from reaching the height that they need to be a potent thunderstorm, and you don't really get much out of them. The risk rate in this game, like slight, moderate, high? Not yet. Not yet. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was something on the to-do list, though. I just tried placing the... Yeah, let's place a probe here. Now that they definitely add in the future. I know they want to add like inhibition, all that other stuff too. I think the next like big feature that they're thinking of is the multiple tornado types. Multi-vortex is one of the ones they mentioned in their in one of their development outlooks, and wedge tornado was the other one they mentioned. The infamous wedge tornado. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's coming from the vehicle. I was like, hey, when did that become a thing? Don't try and jump on top of these. You will sometimes take fall damage when you're not supposed to. I could leave the chase, but I mean, you know, the timer here is about to end anyway, so there we go. Left the chase. Looks like the intercept that we did, 136 kilometers an hour. Not bad. Look at the vehicle damage, my goodness. Hey, but we didn't lose 500 to tow-in from invisible collision, so that's fine. I was taking a look at tomorrow's outlooks too, because we are right in the middle of storm season. Severe weather season is mid-swing down in the US, and up here we're still waiting for it to start, but usually by late May we start getting severe weather. So, oh hey, they added another enhanced area down in the US for tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Kansas, well, that's not much of a surprise. That's the middle of Tornado Alley. Northern Oklahoma. Nebraska's got a new enhanced area. Well. Alrighty. Pretty decent-sized slight area. And that marginal area looks strangely familiar to today. Yesterday, last night is unbelievable. Especially oh my goodness, St. Louis got it. Yeah, they got a direct by the looks of it. My goodness. I was hoping that there wasn't actually someone on the ground and it was just like threatening, but no. Velocity was not convincing me otherwise. Oh. Martin, Illinois. Columbus, Indiana. Yeah. Oh, it got... Missouri? Oh, Missouri, I just watched a few areas get hit 3 times. Like, one tornado went down that path, and then another one was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow you. And then a third one was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow you too. It's like... pretty close together. It was an EF3 too? Jeez! Oh my goodness. Oh. I hope the casualties don't go any higher than they already are. That is rough. There was not 3 in St. Louis. St. Louis was one of the ones that I noticed on the velocity though. St. Louis definitely got a direct one though. That was not fun at all. South of St. Louis, there was some areas that got hit multiple times. That was quite something. No, not 3 in St. Louis. Oh. Ooh. Honestly, I'm curious on how many they've done an assessment on here. So let me just... I've actually got a little thing that I can check here for... yes. I would like a summary. We'll just say 15th to the... it's not even the 18th yet. Why is the 18th selected? Is this even working anymore? It's the damage assessment toolkit, right? Here in Ohio, we were under a tornado watch until 3 a.m. Oh, jeez. I'm glad there was no warnings. You don't want a nighttime tornado. Heck no. Lot of lightning every minute. Supercell in Southern Ohio. Yeah, the wall of lightning that I saw on the lightning layer was pretty remarkable. Like, my goodness. The toolkit is not showing... Does this toolkit just not work anymore? What is going on here? I'm just trying to... I wonder if they even maintain that anymore. Actually, you know what? That's a good question considering some of the annoying things that have been being done to the weather service down in the US. I wonder if that even works anymore.
Thank you!
Thank you so much for the follow, Major Fun. I appreciate it. Oh, the notification took a little bit of a moment to actually show up visually, but looks like it got identified right away. 5 until 300 followers. What? My goodness. Well, we've had 2 pretty decent chases here, so let's see what we get on this 3rd one here. Not respond. Yeah, I know Outbreak's not. Outbreak hesitates a little because it's in the middle of loading. Oh, give it some time. Let's get that atmosphere initialized. Okay. I'm not a big fan of this scenario. Whenever you get the ripple effect like this, nothing ever spawns up here. This, we're gonna have to wait a little. Westport's a pretty alright place. Let's see where things are. Oh, we might not even be moving from Westport. I think we're gonna have to wait here and see what goes on. Dew points are pretty alright. Except for up here. Dew points are not the best up here. Okay. So, Westport southward. We'll have to keep an eye on this. It doesn't look organized yet, so we're actually gonna... This is gonna be one of those... We're gonna have to wait for it to light up here. While we wait for it to light up, I'm just going to take a glance at the day 3. I was just taking a look at the day 2. Day 3 also says enhanced. It's supposed to have enhanced for a while. Yeah, Missouri already dealt with quite a few tornadoes not long ago, and they're in another enhanced area here. East Central and Eastern Kansas. Central to East Oklahoma, a little bit of northern Texas. Yeah, looks like it's going to be an interesting day on that day as well. Also, the day 4 already has a 30% severe on it, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, we got the 1 minute heads up for the ads, so hopefully the storms take longer than the 3 minutes. About every hour, we run 3 minutes of ads to extinguish the pre-rolls for the next hour. I like it when people are able to drop in and see what the stream's about right away, instead of them having to wait through who knows how many ads, however many ads Twitch decides to throw at you as soon as you enter a channel, so. Yeah. While we're doing that, I'm just gonna... I don't usually do patch notes, but I can do patch notes. I don't do patch notes off season, I should say. Okay. So one of the changes I talked about earlier is the throwables, which you can't see right now because my VTuber's not up. But future streams that involve my VTuber, you will see it. We switched back to the old method of throwables, since that has now been fixed. That issue with throwables that require... redeems that require channel input... That... Blah, 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 blah. Redeems that require text input. You guys see that glitchy pixel on the right? Yep, you guys see it too? There's that one yellow pixel there that keeps like... Or sorry, it's yellow, green, it can't make up its mind what it is. That's very distracting. But the redeems that involve throwables that require text input was formerly not working. Well, it's working now. We're gonna head to Fort City. I do see storm begin to develop here, and... No, we're not heading to Fort City. Let's not double guess. So yeah, that's one of the changes. And you'll notice a change next stream that involves my VTuber. I'm pretty sure I made another background change here. If I can actually get my detailed change list up here. Oh, the website has... I made some updates to that because some of the text was difficult to read, so I just made some changes to the appropriate colored text depending on what the background is. So you'll notice that on the command guide. And on the homepage also had a glitchy button that no matter how many times I published it, it would still bug out. I fixed that too. I don't know, I guess third time's a charm. The third time I tell it to, please navigate to this specific part of the site, and now it's actually doing it properly, so... Glad I got that working. Yeah, the throwables are back to normal. Support for additional stats. We run fun little things in the background. There's actually a little passive race going on, and, like, people accumulate like distance or race points or whatever. It's called race points, so it's like the distance you are in this passive race of sorts. And every, I think it's 5 minutes, RNG will roll an item in the background and target a random person to be affected by it, and that'll speed them up or slow them down, or target first place. And yeah, that stuff happens in the background. Those stats actually get automatically published to the webpage now at this point. So that was it was a lot of fun putting it together, but it was even more fun seeing it actually working. So yeah, you'll actually be able to see those results reflected. It takes up to an hour for it to show up there, since I don't want my script check in for changes every like 10 minutes, and that I think every hour is fine. So up to an hour, depending on when the stream ends and such. So I got that. There's some additional stats, most of them involving throwables, but I've got a few extra little fun things here. I think I can pull up a template. Also, welcome back from the ads. We're just waiting for the storms to kick up here. Oh, what do we got here? No rotation in that. We got some rotation here, but it looks like... Yeah, that sort of looks like it's hail-induced, so we're just going to stand by for now. Let me see if I can pull up a template here that you guys can take a look at. I will have to pull from local file if I'm doing that, though. Let me just go to... I think it's under here. Not that. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if you guys will actually be able to see it. Stream stats. Oh, you guys won't actually be able to see it. It's stored in Firebot. So Firebot will publishes it at the end, and then yeah, we go from there. Darn. Okay, I can't show you guys what the template looks like, and since this is the first stream since I've made those changes, you guys won't be able to see it yet. So, yeah. What I can do is I can open up the inspector here. The variable inspector. I can show you the variables. So yeah, while we're waiting for that. So yeah, these are the race items. So, you know, it's keeping track of what items have been rolled. So we got 2 on banana. We got 4 on green shell. I might need to rebalance this if green shell keeps outrolling banana, because technically banana is supposed to be a little more common. Red shell can be only be invoked by users, so that's 0. A bomb is at 3. No blue shells yet. No lightning yet. Why are these still tied? I thought I just rebalanced these. Why are these still the same number again? Hold on. Do we have a... Is there a bug going on in relations to that? Here, I'm going to take a look at the timer here and make sure that it is not bugging out. Also, you know what? I'm just going to keep the map up while... Oh, I think we got something to chase here. Hold on. Okay. We can talk about the variables all day, but I think we got something to chase. So, where is this going? This is not going to be a fun chase because of the direction it's coming from, compared to where the storm is. But let's give it a try. We might be dealing with rain-wrapped. A rain-wrapped tornado scenario. That's gonna be quite something. By the way, don't worry about the artifact in here. That's actually one of the things they specifically mentioned with their next update. They're planning to address that. So this game's about to look even nicer than it did before. And it already looks pretty nice. Oh, looks like that got marked as a tornado. The cone doesn't... Okay. Hold on. The direction they drew the cone in is suggesting... I mean, sure, I could do that. Oh, that's right, this road network is terrible. Hold on. We're gonna have to cut across here, probably take some vehicle damage in the process. Oh, or not, because we actually approached it from a good angle. Now we just gotta make sure we don't run into any secret ditches, because that is a thing. Oop. Seeing a bit of an elevation change here. Are we sure the tornado's actually there, like in the center of the cone? Well, we're gonna go to the chase location and then we're gonna reassess from there. Hailproofing is an upgrade you can get from, Hailproofing is an upgrade for your vehicle. You can actually get that, so. The only reason I don't have it on is because I want to get that achievement that I still can't seem to sustain enough hail damage to actually get. But at least you can try. I'm getting like every other upgrade first. Alright, our next available right turn is when we're going to be taking a turn here. So, let's keep going. And going, and going, and going, and going, and going, and going. Oh, we overshot. I'm cautious turning some corners because some corners have convenient ditches next to them. Ah, I see where it is. Okay. We gotta move down towards this target. I'm not gonna say we have the most generous time to do so. I'm just hoping we can get out of this annoying visibility spot. Ooh! Hold on. Okay. This might not be where we want to be. It does get us out of the hail core, though, being down here, so... I think. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Let's keep going. Oh, why, hello there. And how are you on this fine evening, good sir? How are you on this fine evening, good sir? Just ripping around. Oh! Alright, I might have to do a bit of a blind intercept here. It's going to eventually cross this road. Based on the direction it's going in... There, now we're not so blind. Don't get too close to the poles or they'll high-five you. That is indeed heading towards us. We're placing a probe down. This could be really good. Given that we can get out of here on time. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. We're out of here. That's definitely heading towards us. That's how far away the tornadic winds are. There's our probe value going up. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go up to this building here, and we're going to make sure it's not chasing us down the road. Storm chasing is all... tornado chasing is all fun and games until the tornado chases you. It must have not have been a direct hit. Alright, we gotta give this tornado a bit of time to clear the corridor of the road here, so we're just going to... wait here. Take some pictures. Here, we'll move a little closer here. As long as we've moved enough of a distance, we can take another picture. Pretty fine looking tornado. Keep an eye on the wind values because we might be close enough to still get inflow, so let's just... 92! Oh! Okay, well, it looks like I placed it too far west. Or did I? Hold on. The power line will tell us. Well, I see some power lines missing, so no, it got pretty close. Okay, so it was placed a little too far west. This is where it crossed. My goodness. Well, aren't you a handsome-looking tornado? Alright, where is this fella going? He's moving at a pretty decent speed, I gotta say. Wow. Do I dare even try to intercept the Prairie Hills has a pretty notoriously bad map. Alright, we're gonna have to off-road for a bit here because we got downed power lines on the road. And there we go, back in action. It's getting bigger. Jeez, that is very nice. Hold on, I'm gonna get a another picture over here. That's moving at a pretty good speed. Okay, we're also gonna have to take a left and go north one rural block here. Otherwise, we'll just encounter a dead end following this road. Because it just randomly ends for some reason up here. So we're not heading any further than one block north because we don't want to get close. It's a pretty decent sized tornado right here. Ooh, it does curve northward at some point. Ooh. That was a smooth turn. Alright, now it's looking a little tornado's looking a little skinny. A little bit of a rope. For a brief moment, I thought that was a second one spawning very close to the other one. Ooh. Okay, Prairie Hills, and then we take the road north of there. Although there's quite a hail core where we, it might be heading for Prairie Hills soon. Or just north of it. Either way, this intercept might be a little annoying. It's too close to the road. We're not going to intercept it here. All right. I guess we could have just kept going up the main road. We would have been just fine. Alright, just gonna have to head around this fence that's here for no reason. It's already getting close to the other road we're trying to intercept it at. Oh boy, a hail core. Just what I always wanted while we're getting close to a tornado's location. What? We're north of what? No, we're not. In fact, we're backing up. We're backing up right now. Not a tornado. I can't take a picture of it. Not a tornado. Alright, what direction is this whole thing heading to? It's heading... Why do I get the feeling it's going to magnetize towards an intersection? What is it with tornadoes and their... Why do they really love intersections? Whee! Big time overshoot. Alright. Let's get back onto the road, my goodness. It is rapidly heading towards here. This is fast. I might not bother going down there. That was a cool lightning strike in front of us. My goodness. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit before we get out of the hail core here, but especially if we keep hitting the edge of the road. Alright, we should be getting out by about now. We should be able to see the tornado as a result. More tornado pictures? Yes. Fungal cloud? Well, you moved. Well, I say we go down this road and we try to get an intercept because it's eventually going to cross here. It's got some degree of it's giving me a bit of like a northerly. Whoa, okay, that intensified quickly and suddenly decided to go north. Are you? I can't wait until they fix that. That is on something that is on their to-do list. Why is it heading up there? No, no, no. That is not what they're supposed to do. It's just magnetizing towards the new rotation point. You know what's scary about this, though? Once it does fix itself, it's going to probably suddenly veer my direction. It'll probably dissipate if it keeps going this direction, because it's not a very effective direction for things to go in. Already looks like it's roping out. Where are you? You're dissipating, that's where you are. Yeah, give it a little. It's despawning. And it's gone. Oh, you know what? It's getting close to the radar, so things are magically disappearing now. Also, see, there was a hook here, and then it sort of like collapsed in on itself. Alright, do we have anything else forming out of here? We got a rough path of where it went. Yeah, and then it sort of lifted here, it fungled, and then showed up here, and then it sort of lifted again. That might be all we get out of this one. Well, it was optimal. Well, not optimal technically. Technically, it was a good. We had a good intercept. Ah, we only overshot by a bit that time. Why is the tornado warning still going? Oh, the hook's back. Alright, let's give this a shot again. The mouse keeps recentering every time I open up the menu. We're gonna head up partway up this curve here. Unfortunately, we're gonna be in the edge, just barely in the hail core, so we're not gonna be able to see much. Let's head to roughly this sign here and see if we can actually see the tornado itself. I said roughly this sign, so I guess that means a little past it. Oh, there it is. It's getting close to a mountainous area, and I don't like chasing tornadoes in mountainous areas. It'd be nice if I didn't go off the road as much. Okay. It's going to be tricky. I'm not sure if it's going to get close enough to the road here to provide worthwhile data. So... I don't know, let's use these 2 yellow bushes as a marker. Out of the vehicle. Out of there. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I don't know if it's heading straight towards us because you can't really see the button. Oh, it was heading close enough to us that I'm glad I'm not there anymore. Okay. Let's head up here. You're not still chasing me, are you? No, you are not. It's heading that way. Oh! It's despawning, I think. No, it isn't. It's threatening to, but it isn't. Well, we placed a probe in a pretty good spot. It got close. It got. I wonder if it actually hit directly. Maybe. Let's go and collect the probe. 4,600. That should be another good. Alright. Collect this. So we've gotten 2 intercepts in 1 chase. Same cell. Very nice. I have no issues with this whatsoever. And it might still be going. Although again, it's going into an area where I really do not like to intercept. Let's urch, and... Okay, I can't see it, but, I'm surprised it's letting me take a picture of that. I can barely see it. It's heading towards an area that is really, really difficult to intercept, so I don't think I'm going to. That road winds a whole bunch and goes up in elevation. I don't think it's worth the risk. So here, let's get another picture of a tornado. Very nice. Yeah, it's heading up here. It's heading up here. Like, you'd have to be, like, maybe if it went more northwards, you could get an intercept here, but, you'd have to rely on the direction it's going on. We reported it here, we reported it here again, and it is now moving over. Can I report this again? Yes. Yeah, I don't think so. That's like maybe. Like, it would have to steer northwards. Oh, welcome back, Major Fine. Well, we got a second intercept here, and now we've got a... Well, I mean, it was in reporting distance, but it's heading towards an area that's not very fun to intercept in, so, and also, we're not even guaranteed an intercept if we try to intercept it over here. So, we might be just concluding this particular chase. Also, I don't need this marker anymore. Well, we've been chasing this storm for a little while. Got some decent pictures out of it. Overall, it should still be a pretty good chase. Oh, I think it has left our visual... Oh, no. Well, it has gone far enough that we can't take another picture of it. It is blocked by a visibility wall. Maybe it will steer towards that road. But I don't want to go chasing here. This area is mountains. It's difficult to see. Oh. The rotation also doesn't look all that amazing, actually. So it might be very touchy on whether it even... Yeah. Nah. I say we take what we have and we run with it. We actually got a fungal cloud picture. My goodness. Those are already difficult to get. Now, if only we could actually get a wall cloud picture. Also, we get 0 deductions. So, a bit of an oversight that I can almost guarantee you they will patch that out because it's very easy to do. If you fuel up the vehicle, leave the vehicle before it's fueled up, and then leave the chase, you don't pay for the fuel. Any fuel that is missing from your vehicle, you still have to pay for when you leave. But because there's no fuel missing from your vehicle, and the deduction doesn't happen until you re-enter the vehicle after fueling up, it doesn't charge you for it. But honestly, the gas expense is really low anyway, so it's like, you don't really need to do... I mean, I guess you save a little bit, but... If you get a couple good intercepts in, like we did this chase, you way more than make up for it with the fuel cost. Also, maximum wind speed recorded is 248. That wasn't the previous intercept we got. I think that was the intercept before that. I mean, 2 out of those 3 intercepts, we got chased by the tornado anyways. Said it's all fun and games until the tornado chases you. Well, right on. Okay, at this point... that we're sort of close to the point where I usually end, so what I'm gonna do here, I don't know if we have enough time for another chase, because the chases can take anywhere from like 20 to 45 minutes. It depends on what scenario rolls.
Dinner.